Good evening, Gooners and Goonettes, and welcome to another episode of Over as Fuck. And I'm your host, Knuckle Brew the host, and we're gonna be breaking down Monday Night Raw from Cleveland, Ohio this evening. And family, tell you people to get here because we got to talk about this stale ass episode of Monday Night Raw. Because we, other than CM Punk coming in giving us a great promo, this was another stale episode of Monday Night Raw, and we have been getting stale Raws for a minute now. And the biggest thing that came out of this was we had a couple of elimination chamber qualifier matches. We had Becky talking to AJ Lee. Yeah, we got the return of AJ Lee tonight, which I'm not really bullish or bearish about. I'm really indifferent because this whole beef, the Hoss could really care less about it. So we had Becky and AJ. We had Maxine versus Natty tonight. We had the Usos versus Alpha Academy, which ended up being a decent match. Then we had Javon Evans with a mystery opponent against Los Americanos. And his mystery opponent ended up being the OG El Grande Americano. So, and that was actually the match of the night. So, but other than that, another stale episode. And my biggest thing is we got LA Knight stuck in this vision vortex. Now, if you notice from the last couple years when he was on SmackDown, LA Knight was stuck in that MFT bloodline vortex against Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and others. And now he's stuck in this vision vortex where he's going against Bronson Reed, or he's going against Braun Breaker or Logan Paul. Now Austin Theory. He's always stuck in vortexes, and it's just weird. We won't let LA Knight prosper and get into the real main event picture as he should be. We're just gonna give him casual Raw main events against the same people every fucking week. I am tired of this shit. Like, why do they just disrespect LA Knight like this? He deserves better. And if again, CM Punk is carrying Monday Night Raw, if it wasn't for him, this show would be completely fucking unwatchable. And family, I want to know how y'all feel about it. Tell me in the chat and like, share, and subscribe because I'm gonna be here giving you this every day. We're gonna break down Raw, NXT, Dynamite on Wednesdays, Impact on Thursdays, and also we're gonna do a little JCW as well. But as for Monday Night Raw tonight, it's stale bread. Like, it's bread you want no part of to eat when you're at home. When you see it getting ready to go mold, what you do with that stale bread? You throw it the fuck out. This Raw really needs to be thrown the fuck out. It was a waste of time. Elimination Chamber build is being very lame. Royal Rumble build was awful, and look like we're in for another boring build for Elimination Chamber, and we deserve better for that because we got Punk going home, we got AJ Lee going home. So let's get on down this and this how we do it. You know, I'm the stockbroker of the IWC. We're gonna give you. Well, I'm tell you what I'm bearish about and what I'm bullish about, and I wasn't too bullish on too many things. So let's get to it. All right, with the start of the show, we had superstar walk-ins. AJ Lee is back, like I said in the intro. Then we had Becky start the show with a promo, and she's still whining about the Rumble. This whining is very insufferable. Even though Becky Lynch is the best character on Raw these days, this stick is getting old because she's telling us, "Well, oh, they threw me out the Rumble. They should throw out the results." And the house does not care about that. But anyway, she starts speaking on AJ Lee. AJ Lee comes down, skipping down like she usually does. Let's light it up. Let's light it up. So Becky asks, "Why are you on my show?" That's right. Becky telling you, "Why the fuck are you on my show, AJ Lee?" AJ Lee says she is here for Maxine's match. And Becky states that AJ is ruining her life. That's crazy. A woman, a part timer, is ruining your life? And AJ says she's done nothing but beat Becky at WrestlePalooza, War Games, and helped Maxine win the title from her. But she got it back, so it's all good. But so she thought about this. She said, "I see what you mean." Becky says, "What are you trying to challenge me? Trying to challenge the best woman wrestler ever?" And AJ Lee's like, "If you're the best woman wrestler ever, what does that make me? Because I keep beating you." Becky is coaxed into a match, and we're gonna get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at Elimination Chamber in Chicago. And that makes me very bearish because I do not care about both these women in this program. Honestly, I do like the Becky Lynch character, but her in ring is not going to be able to carry AJ Lee, and I'm very bearish on this match coming up because AJ Lee's going to still have some ring rust, and it's going to be her first singles match coming back with this, and again, very bearish, very bearish. So after this promo, we go into match one, which was the Usos versus Alpha Academy, and this match was surprisingly good. Like it was a Tozawa showcase. Tozawa got great offense in this. He had a nice flying senton from the top rope. He had multiple suicide dives that took out the Usos back to back. I want to say it was like four of them in a row. And then Otis ends up gorilla pressing Tozawa, throws him out of the throws him out of the ring into the Usos. But as you know, the Usos win this match. They hit a 1D on Otis, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. And after the match, the Usos are interviewed by Byron Saxton. Saxton comes in there and asks what does the Usos have planned going into the WrestleMania season. Jimmy says, "Oh, we're gonna keep being the best tag team in the world." But Jimmy starts to put over Jay, and he tells Jay, "I want you to go qualify for the Elimination Chamber and get back to the main event as you should be." I'm actually bullish on this because I guess I'm in the minority. I'm a Jey Uso fan. I feel like his world title reign was fucked up from the jump by Triple H. We could have had a few more defenses out of Jey Uso, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, he's a botch machine." Okay, he botch here and there, but that guy is fun. I don't care what you say. The yeet is over. He's over, and we need more of him in the main event picture. Give me more main event Jey Uso as a singles competitor. It was fun. Other than John Cena, Jey Uso was the most talked about superstar in WWE last year. He was even talked about more than Punk. Argue with a loofah about it. I don't care. So after that, we're gonna go into a Liv Morgan promo. She comes out talking about she's the best Royal Rumble winner ever. We've heard this 2 weeks in a row now. So she comes down with Dom. They go there and they start yucking it up for a yap sesh. Then Stephanie Vaquer comes out with this bad theme music. I hate they changed it. But yeah, she comes out and interrupts this Liv promo. She comes down, she says Liv talks too much. And then she starts talking in Spanish. Family, we gotta talk about this. All right. We can take it back to the Super Bowl like last night. What if we're gonna have people speaking in Spanish, we need subtitles at the bottom telling us what exactly what's going on. I understand a little Spanish, but this is an American show. We need more English speaking on here. If you cannot speak the language effectively, you don't need the belt. That's how I feel about it. Like honestly, like you want to come up here and have a full conversation in Spanish, good. Give us subtitles so we know what the fuck you're saying. WWE needs to do better about that. And this with Stephanie Vaquer. We can go with the Japanese wrestlers with Io Sky and Julia and Asuka. Kyrie saying we need subtitles if we're going to be up here listening to these people talking their native tongue. We are in America. They need to be speaking in English or give us subtitles. Whatever. Anyway, so Liv tells Dom to translate what Stephanie said. Excuse me. And Dom says he doesn't feel like he should translate what was said. I guess it was vulgar. Stephanie Vaquer speaking vulgar? Who knew? So Dom replies to her in Spanish, and Liv says, What'd you say, Dom? What'd you say?" Stephanie says, "You're a little bitch." Yeah, that might be the funniest thing Stephanie Vaquer has ever said in a promo. So after that, she slaps Dom and tells Liv, "You should choose me because I can't wait to beat your ass." Again, Vaquer sounding very strong in this promo. So Liv says, "You just got to wait." And then she says, calls it a punta. And if anybody knows what punta means in Spanish, those are fighting words. Again, Stephanie slaps Dom and leaves the ring. This was actually a good promo segment. I'm actually bearish on that match because I believe Liv is going to pick Stephanie because I have no business in believing Liv is going to pick Jade Cargill. So we're going to have Stephanie and Liv at WrestleMania. I'm bearish on this feud because the build is going to be lackluster. It is going to be on Liv to carry this feud, and she's getting more insufferable by the moment to still talking about this Rumble. Stephanie Vaquer can't have a promo sesh against her because she's going to end up talking in Spanish again. And again, you're just going to turn fans off with this. Family, let me know about it. Tell me in the chat. Give me a comment. Just tell me how y'all feel about superstars coming and speaking their native tongue when we don't have subtitles and we don't know what's going on. Please let me know. All right, after this, we got a match two. We had a elimination chamber qualifier between Rhea, Lyra, and Ivy Nile. Ooh, let's wonder who's going to win. Rhea goes over as everyone knew it, but she pins Lyra. I just knew Ivy Nile was going to get pinned. That she always gets pinned. She doesn't win anything, but they pin Lyra. So is Lyra in the doghouse in the WWE now? Because Lyra's a fan favorite coming from NXT, and she's up here eating pins in the EC qualifier. It's very shocking to me. I'm bearish on this because Rhea's going to be in the elimination chamber. I mean, honestly, is she's going to either win it or she's going to get pinned last. And I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to pin Rhea. I think she may win. Honestly, I think she may beat Tiffany Stratton to win that thing. So we'll see how that goes. Bearish on it, completely bearish. All right. After this, we got a Judgment Day promo. Dom is bummed that he has to defend his IC title very soon, and Finn walks up. And before I go further, we need Dom to defend that title. Like, I know he's been out hurt, but Dom needs to fight more. Like all this not fighting, and I know you got two belts, but we got a double champion that never fights. It's weird. It needs to change immediately. All right. Dom says JD will be back soon, and they will go for the tag team titles. Finn says he wants Punk and the world title. Dom says everyone is talking about Punk and Reigns, and he may have missed his window. Finn says he's tired of being an afterthought and walks off. The Hoss is bullish on this because I fancy myself as a Finn Balor fan, even though I'm not the biggest fan of him in ring, but I do want to see a slight Finn Balor push. But we know if he does get this fight with Punk, we know it's going to happen. Punk ain't losing before WrestleMania. We're getting Punk versus Reigns. So we're going to see Finn take another pin to the best in the world, and it's going to be disgusting, but another decent match on the card. I'll take it. All right. Punk is about to get interviewed by Cole in the ring next. Finn comes out of nowhere, takes the mic, and says he wants Punk and will not allow Roman to take his kill. Talk your shit then, Finn. Talk your shit. Finn charges Punk at the chamber. Then we get GM Pierce coming out with security. He tells Finn, "You've had your shot, and this is not how we do business." Punk comes out and says, "Finn, you're not an afterthought. You're the first thought, and he needs his ass beat." Punk wants to grant Finn his match, but Pierce says no. Punk pulls a power move and tells Pierce to make the match official or he's going to hijack the show by chasing Finn all around the arena. That sounds weird, but Punk, I'll take Punk. He's been carrying this show for weeks, and he, if I had a vote for Wrestler of the Year, I'd give it to CM Punk, and the host is not a fan of CM Punk. But I will take a fighting champion. He's the best promo on the show. He's carrying this show on his old back, and so we need more Punk. Punk say he's so Cole asks Punk, "Why are you jeopardizing WrestleMania to go fight with Finn?" Punk says he's a fighting champion and he'll lay it on the line every Monday in front of any crowd. And after this, he says the people deserve it and that he loves them. Man, this was a strong babyface promo from Punk. Again, he's been giving money promos for weeks now with these matches he's been having. Punk is Wrestler of the Year. Book it right now. So Punk starts to direct his energy to Roman. He says he doesn't believe that Roman hates him and that only WrestleMania is going to end with his hand being raised and saying, "And still, world champion CM Punk." The Hoss is bullish on this feud. I can't wait to WrestleMania for that because that's one of the only matches that's worth a damn to me. So we'll see how that goes. So after that, we had a Vision promo, and Pierce speaks on how Braun Breaker is doing and how it's affecting the show. All right, Pierce. Then we got Heyman asking, "So what are we gonna do about getting a title shot?" Pierce tells him, your guys have got to win, qualify for the Elimination Chamber and win. In theory, he has a match against LA Knight and Penta later on in the match. Later on in the night, excuse me. So after that, after they walk off, Pierce tells Heyman, "Do not interfere tonight. Do not do anything tonight." And Heyman asks him, is that a declarative statement? And Pierce tells him, "Just because we're friends, that's a threat." And Heyman just has a snickering laugh like he usually does. And the crazy thing about this is Logan comes up after this and kisses and Pierce's face and says, What of it? What you gonna do if we do interfere?" And Pierce is taken aback. And then Logan tells him, "I'm the biggest star to come out of Cleveland. You're not gonna do nothing to us." Then Bronson comes in and holds him back and says, "No, it's not your problem anymore. He's my problem." I'm bullish on this complete thing because here's a big pivot is going to come because Braun Breaker's hurt now. He's out with a hernia injury, so he's going to probably be out for months. He's going to probably miss WrestleMania. It sucks for him because he needed this moment, especially going into Saudi's WrestleMania next year. He needs to be in a big program to get ready for that. So, but I hope that they push Logan Paul to the moon behind this. He should be the leader of the division now, not Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed should be the heavy, as he's been already. Logan Paul needs to get that major push now. And people gonna be like, Hoss, he has to rehearse every match. It has to be scripted. I don't care about that. If you rehearse your match, it doesn't matter. It should be good. Like Logan Paul has good matches. He might botch here and there. Everybody does it here and there. So, but this guy is money. You put this man on the television screen, new people come. So push Logan Paul. All right, we got match 3. We got Maxine and Natty, and this was a nothing burger. Like this match really didn't even get started. But I will tell you this: they introduced the low key legend match character tonight. And Natty looked like $1,000,000 tonight. She looked like if she was ready to kick some ass tonight. And that's what she did. She beat the living fuck out of Maxine tonight. I mean, knocked her out the ring, gave her thunderous strikes on top of the announce table, and put her ass in the sharpshooter. They got a double count out, so the match it ends in DQ. I mean, well, no contest. But Natty got that sharpshooter in, and she looked just like Brett. I mean, had Maxine just crawling, wailing, and everything. AJ Lee comes out for the save, and Natty runs off. So AJ is escorting Maxine out because she's feigning this bad ankle and leg injury. Becky comes in and just knocks the hell out of AJ Lee like she plays linebacker for the Seahawks. I mean, knocked out AJ Lee and then start talking that shit. So yeah, Becky Lynch being the best character on the show as she is at this point, she's carrying the women's division. I want her in the main event, but you get what you get. All right, after this, we got match 4. This was the best match of the night. We had Los Americanos versus Javon Evans, and he had a mystery partner. And like I told you before, it's the OG El Grande Americano, Chad Gable. Chad Gable is jacked as fuck, in great shape. He's probably he's been the best shape of all the little men in this company. And he came in, he's just throwing guys around. Javon Evans being bouncy as usual. And they won this match, but this match ended on an incredible OG cutter from Javon. He caught, I think, who's that? Rayo Americano caught. They both jumped off the top rope. He caught him like a wide receiver and just brought him down to the mat. It was incredible, great. And then he tags in the original El Grande Americano for the flying headbutt, and we got the 1-2-3. This was the best match of the night. Even though this show was very average at best, go watch this match any way that you can. This was worth it. The best match of the night. Javon put on the show, and also Chad Gable, the OG Americano, worth your time. Very much worth your time. After this, we got an LA Knight promo. He's talking about putting foot and hands on the Vision again. Like I told you in the intro of this show, I'm sick of LA Knight being in this Vision vortex. But yeah, he comes in talking that shit. He come in saying he gonna have everybody saying LA Knight, yeah. Then after that, we had a Gunther interview where he says he could care less about Dragon Lee. I mean, just talked about him like trash, disposed of him, and he says he's focused on WrestleMania. And he says it starts next week. And we find out that he's going to be in an EC qualifier next week. He's going to more than likely win it. And he says he's going to walk out of WrestleMania the new WWE champion. I am very bullish on this, even though Gunther is not a great character, but I'm bullish to see how big this push is going to be. because if he's going to be the career killer, the Grim Reaper of such, he needs gold, and I'm not the world title like Punk got. Go ahead and have him fight for the WWE Championship. I don't mind that. If we're gonna make him the final boss character, put gold on that man immediately. All right. After this, we had another promo section for all three guys in the main event tonight for the triple threat. So we had Penta talking, we had Theory talking, and we had LA Knight talking. And before we get to the match, I want to talk about people with this about getting over, because the name of the show is Over as Fuck, and a lot of people in the IWC like to believe people get over by their in ring ability. That is the furthest thing from the truth, because Austin Theory is actually a very good in ring competitor, and he can't get over at all because he has no charisma. He has no catchphrase. He has nothing that the people can latch on to other than his look. He has a great build, and he's good in ring, but he got to get something. Get him a catchphrase. I mean, he got to just start beating people up or something, because he's floundering out here. He cannot get over. He just can't. And I I want him to get over. Like, Austin Theory looks great out there. Pause. But this man, he has the build to be a very big deal. So man, they got some work to do with him. So going into the last match of the night, which I told you is the triple threat. This match it was solid. It was solid. LA Knight ends up winning, but we got the Masked Man coming back out. He helped Austin Theory. He ends up super kicking Penta. He puts a stomp on Penta, and he also, and so that leads to Austin Theory stomping LA Knight. But the Masked Man gets chased out by the division, and so LA Knight gets Austin Theory, he's selling the hell out of this BFT. Go look at it. So LA Knight hits him with the BFT, and it's a 1, 2, 3, and that's it for this episode. That's it. But man, family, I just want to know how y'all felt about this episode. How did y'all feel about Raw this evening? Let me know in the comments. Send me a chat. Just let me know something, because this was not great. Like, this was an average Raw at best, and it's hard to appreciate the average Raws when we have terrible Raws week after week. So, but before I leave you, I gotta take you to the Gooners Lounge. So for the Gooners Lounge this evening, the three women that we're gonna be looking at for you to take you home with, you gotta go home with Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch was out here looking good tonight, and also I'm gonna say Natty. Natty looked great out there, ready to whoop some ass, and look kind of sexy doing it. The house was happy about it. So there you go. There's your three. There's your three for the Gooners Lounge this evening. You got Becky Lynch. You got you got Natty, and hell, I forgot who's the other one. Oh, Liv Morgan. Yeah, there you go, Liv Morgan. So yeah, Natty, Liv, and yeah, that's it for the Gooners Lounge, and I am your host, the host, and thank you for stopping by. And even if you're down on your luck, that does not mean that you cannot be over as fuck. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.